Hello folks, this is Mike Sweet here coming to you guys with another video, and this is my 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT. It's about a year old and a week old actually. um, I have almost 18,000 miles on it as well. I'm the only driver of it. Look at it, such a beautiful car. So in the first year of ownership, I just wanted to do a video review and a drive to show you guys about this amazing car. But there is one issue that I had with the car from the start. I noticed it about a few weeks after I picked it up. Right over there, I don't know if you guys can see it, there is a opening, and it hasn't really changed in size since I got the car. But otherwise, Subaru, my dealership, is aware of it. I told them about it. I haven't really talked to them any further about getting it fixed. I don't know if they have to go through the interior of the car to get it fixed, so that is why I'm gonna hold off for now, because the car still looks really good. So I'm going to show you the interior. This is a 1 year 18,000 mile use, and it still fairly looks brand new. The seats are very comfortable, they look clean, they still look durable, and that is why I didn't buy the leather seats. I mean, the leather seat doesn't come in an Onyx XT, but that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy the upper trim, because I didn't want the leather seat. But here's the interior. One thing also I don't like about the car is this panel. I have a lot of micro scratches. I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I have a lot of micro scratches on it, but otherwise everything else still looks new. I can show you guys the back seat of the car, and just I have my stuff in the back. Just ignore that. But usually this back seat, I don't really have many people in there. So that's the back seat, and the trunk seat also has a lot of storage space in there at the moment. So let's get in the car, and then I'm gonna start it up. Okay guys, let's do the interior a little bit more. So basically, when you come into the car, you just start it, and this is how it looks when it starts. I'm hoping you guys can see everything. I just ignore that, or you can just leave it on. But I wanted to show you guys the mileage. So here it is, almost 18,000 miles. Yep. And then basically this is the infotainment system. So a lot of people have questions about it. So the infotainment system in the Subaru 2020s with a large screen is a little bit sluggish. It's not that bad. I've gotten used to it, honestly, and I feel it's not bad in the sense of when you're driving, you don't want to be spending all your time looking at the screen, because whenever you click, it takes its sweet time. It's not that bad, you know, trust me, it's not that bad. So I'll show you an example. So you click on the radio, say it takes its sweet time. You click on the map, it takes its sweet time. Once it loads up for the first time, it's faster. So like if you have not loaded it up, it's gonna take its sweet time. You could clone apps, it takes its sweet time. But I feel that it's all right, because when I'm driving, I'm not going to be spending my whole time looking on the screen. So I click, and then I look, and I press, sorry, and I look, and I press and look. So I really don't have any problems with it. It's one of my complaints, but it's not really bad problem. And then the Apple CarPlay now looks much better after Subaru came up with an update on the infotainment system a few months after I purchased it, about 9 to 10 months after I purchased it. And so basically now the Apple CarPlay takes advantage of the full screen, you know. Before it didn't do that, so now it does that. Before, the Apple CarPlay was a little bit like this and was really small and hard to see. I have a video about the upgrade, so you guys can go look at my video about it as well. But otherwise, let's go for a drive, and then I'll talk to you guys more about the car. Okay, so when it comes to the driving experience of this car, I'd say it's a very comfortable drive. It's very comfortable on-road and off-road. I've done a lot of on-road, of course, and some off-roading, and I love it. It's very comfortable. It's a fun drive. It's fast. It's snappy. It's very easy to get on ramps, on highways. It's very easy to overtake cars. It has all that power. And it's a heavy car, so for its price, for its shape, for its size, shape, price point, it's it's a good deal. And I love driving it, you know. I feel like I have enough power that I don't need any more power in this car. It's very sufficient. I love the off-road abilities of the car. It has the X mode. You can go off-roading with comfort, knowing that you wouldn't likely get stuck. Of course, depends on where you go as well, and what kind of tires you have. But the X mode basically makes life easier. I rarely do use the X mode because the car doesn't even need an X mode. It does it by itself. And that is what I feel. It does it by itself. I only use the X mode when I'm kind of sketchy, or when I feel the car needs some extra tuning to the but it does everything by itself. In the winter time, I actually prefer driving this car, and I prefer driving in the winter time, especially on the snow. It's a lot of fun driving on the snow with the traction control off. Oh my god, it's amazing. On winter tires, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't even describe it. I actually pray that it snows every winter. I pray that it snows regularly so I can go out and play in the car, you know. It sometimes will snow on the weekday when I'm busy at work and I don't have the time to be doing it. But then on the weekend when it snows, oh, I'm outside all day. Some weekends, some weekdays, sorry, I actually go out of my way, out of my schedule to play around in the snow. I really dislike when the snow plows snow early. Then I'm like, damn it, they plow the snow. But usually I try to get up early to just go out, play in the snow before the snow plow gets in. The other nice driving experience with this car, I don't know if a lot of people talk about, is the EyeSight system and the adaptive cruise control, you know. So on a winding road like this, I prefer doing the driving. I don't put those features on. But on a long highway drive, I put them on. It makes driving very, very easy. You just have to put your hands on the wheel, and the car does basically everything else. It turns the steering wheel for you if it has to. It keeps you in the middle of the lane. It makes it so much easier when you're driving. There's less fatigue, and you can basically enjoy your road trip. Also, it comes with the EyeSight comes with a lot of safety features, which I love. Reverse, when you reverse, and reverse automatic braking. I've used it only once because I was reversing and I pressed on the gas too hard, and the car realized I may hit the garage door, so the car stopped it. It stopped me right away, and I was like, what happened? You know, it was, so the car like predicted that I may hit the garage door and stopped it. I'm happy it did that, because who knows, I may have hit the door. And then when you're reversing at a parking lot, for example, you're at Walmart or Target and you're reversing, the car is able to tell you or notify you if somebody is coming on the side that you can see. If you're parked beside a truck and you can't see if anyone is coming on your sides, the car is able to let you know. which is another great feature about it, which I really think it was very smart for Subaru to put it in the vehicle. I love the blind side. I love the forward collision stop, automatic stop if it predicts you might have a collision. It's basically a durable car, so I love those features. It keeps me safe, so that's why I love driving it. I feel safe in it. And then the last thing about it is the Starlink system that a car has. I call it the SOS, and then there's an I button, SOS button. If you were in the middle of nowhere and you got stuck, or you needed directions, or you needed help, you just click those buttons. The most important part about that is that if you had no cell signal, so for example where I live, there are areas that have no cell signal, and there is an emergency and you gotta make a call. You can call, but this actually has a satellite system, so you can make emergency calls and they know exactly where your car is. And so basically you don't have to have a cell phone to get off road, because this system can keep you safe. So that's what I love about it. It doesn't use AT&T or Verizon or any of that stuff. But so because I tested it a few years ago, about 2 years ago, I tested it because I wasn't sure if it used satellite or AT&T or Verizon. So I tested it in the middle of nowhere, where I call it no man's land, and it worked like a charm. They were able to tell me exactly where my location was, and I was able to talk to somebody about it. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, this is a fun drive, you know. It's a beautiful car, so I have no complaints about it. If you guys have any questions, concerns, if I made any mistakes, let me know about it for sure. Just be nice about it. You can always like the video, subscribe, and share the video. That would be much appreciated as well. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.